Hey guys, welcome back to the Row Racing Hub. This is the Row Racing Hub for the NASCAR Coca-Cola Truck Series, the NASCAR Napa Autobots Cup Series, and the NASCAR Brake Series, the Xfinity series of, the Xfinity series of my racing thing. So, the Row Racing Hub is brought to you by Hurricane Racing, Firewood Racing, and the NASCAR Mountain Dew Baja Blast Cup Series. 3 more amazing racing groups or row racing groups that are great to be in. Amazing communities. So, as you guys know, the last Row Racing Hub was just the Napa Autobots Cup Series logo. And there's a reason for that, or there was a reason for that. But now I have the Xfinity and Truck Series logos. Well, Xfinity is the NASCAR Brake Series, not Xfinity. So, today we'll be talking about the recent rumors, predictions, and Dover finish, and everything like that. So, what we know is, for Division 1, the Napa Autobots Cup Series, the Cup Series section of the league, is a driver retired, the 4th place driver, Emerald, retired to become a Division 1 official. So that does not leave a spot open because we were already a day away from the second of third race in the round of 10, and we didn't decide to put someone in the round of 10 with no playoff points. So we just stayed. So there's just one driver getting cut instead of 2. So the one driver that still could be cut by now is Weenus Man. Fusion and Weenus Man, the only 2 at 1 playoff point. You might be asking, wasn't Supreme at 1 playoff point too? Yes. But he was very great this race, and he showed it. How did he show it? By winning the race. He gained 3 playoff points by winning today's race at Dover. Barely won over Ford Boy 07. And Ford Boy 07 had a great run going into turn 4, but Supreme just tapped the wall and it just boosted him forward, and he got to win the race. The second race won for STP Motorsports of the season. And yeah. And what made history, several things made history in these last 2 races. Or the last race in the Napa Brake Series and the Cup Series. Today at Dover, the second of 3 round of 10 races, history is made by the debut of the Dodge Charger for STP, and Supreme, the team owner of STP, wins at Dover today, and is now 4th in playoff points. Went from 8th to 4th. How? Well, because when you win, you gain 3 playoff points. And everyone below 3rd place was pretty much either 2 or 1 playoff point. 3, 2, or 1 playoff point. And he already had 1, so getting 3, he gained up to 4, so he's tied with the 3rd place driver in the playoffs, which is Manto. So the current playoff points right now in Division 1 after Bristol is Ford Boy at 8, Chris Baldpaul 6, Manto with 4, Supreme with 4, JJ Papa with 3, Bacon with 2, Adam with 2, Fusion with 1, and Weenus Man with 1. So Weenus Man has right now fallen, but if he can win a stage tomorrow at Talladega for D1, because we're racing 2 days in a row, because Talladega is an easy track for setups, and we might as well just get the round of 10 over with. So it's definitely going to be a controversial and make or break race at a super speedway. So it'll be 5 p.m. tomorrow by the looks of it. But yes, now rumors. There aren't really many rumors, but there are some predictions. So my prediction I'm just going to predict every driver that is not in, prediction for teams or anything. So I am the owner of the Row Racing League that includes all 3 of these divisions here. the Cup Series, trucks, and the Napa Brake Series. I own all 3 of these. And not the 3 on the bottom, not Hurricane, Firewood, or the Mountain Dew, Baja Blast Cup Series. I do not own those. I own the 3 big ones. Which, yeah, all of you that are watching should know that. So, I'm also the owner of Bayer Motorsports in my league. So, what my predictions are for Bayer Motorsports, my own team. Now, we have a good lineup. We have a great lineup. We have 2 drivers that are active but don't really race a whole lot. That is the driver of the number 8 and the number 1. Aesthetic Tap in the 1 and NASCAR got in the 8. I think this is either the first or second race that NASCAR God has raced fully. NASCAR God was great this race. It's the first time I've really seen him race, and he drives the 8 for my team. I saw him practice a lot. He was great this race. He did really good. He was in the lead for, I think he was in the lead for a decent amount of time, but either way, he did very great today. I'm proud to see how great he did at Dover today. Dover was a track where you want to let off the throttle a bit and run that middle to high line. That bottom line wasn't the best. I mean, you can definitely run it, but there's a lot of different lines to run, but middle to high is the best, right up against the wall in the middle of the track. So NASCAR God did great today. Aesthetic Tap did not show up. Aesthetic Tap has only been to, I think, 1 or 2 races. He only has 8 points in the regular season. He did not make the playoffs, obviously. So, my predictions for this, these are predictions going into the Season 3 season, like signing and everything like that. I think I'm going to, so I'm talking about me, because, I own Bayer Motorsports. NASCAR God and Aesthetic. Now, they're the 2 sort of inactive drivers, as in making races. NASCAR God, I'm going to keep. Aesthetic, I want to keep Aesthetic, actually, because Aesthetic has a lot of potential, but I just want to see him show up in more races. I'm going to keep every driver, most likely, unless something comes up, but most likely, like at 95%, I'm going to keep every single driver I have right now in Season 2. Now, STP Motorsports, possibly the most hyped team in the league. Owned by Supreme Block 4th and D1 points in that number 43 Dodge Charger. Now, he actually broke a winless streak since July, or a loss streak. He hasn't won a league race since, I believe, it was July. That was in Hurricane Racing. And he broke it today by winning Dover in the NASCAR Napa Auto Parts Cup Series, winning his first race in the league, and getting 4th in points as of now, with 1 more race left in the round of 10. So, he did some really great things today. He was definitely one of the top 3 overall drivers today. So yeah. So then we got Dark Lord Dark. Now, Dark is he's online a lot, but he's just like Aesthetic, doesn't make a lot of races. So he's inactive and active at the same time. Dark has made a few races. I wouldn't say Dark's inactive. He's made, I think, he's made at least 3 races. And one of the races he made, I think it was either his first or second race driving his custom 16 for STB Motorsports. He's the driver of the 16 in STB Motorsports. And, well, this is when the STP used Dodge Challengers. This was the last race of D1. This was about 1 month ago, or like 3 weeks ago. It's been a while since Division 1 raced. Because I took a break for a while because of school and everything coming up to the end of quarter 2. So yeah, the actually Indianapolis, the first round of 10 race. So the first 2 races of the round of 10 were won by STP Motorsports. Indianapolis was won by Dark. Dark, unfortunately, got 11th in points. He just missed the playoffs. So, pretty unlucky that the first race into the playoffs, when he isn't in the playoffs, that he wins Indianapolis. So, Dark won Indianapolis. And that was the first Cup win for STP in the Dodge Challenger. And now the Chargers are exclusive to STP for now. And so, STP won over today, Supreme. And then, next driver, we got Fusion. Fusion is a big personality in the division, or the, league. He started in D1, and then probably with, one more race left, or, right at the end of the D1 regular season, about, 6 weeks ago, 6 or 7 weeks ago, he decided to race part-time in Division 2, which he raced. They've had 4 Division 2 races, and he's racing all 4. He's currently driving the number 32 Dodge Charger in Division 2. Well, now it's the Dodge Chargers. It was Supras. So, yeah. He also drives the 32 in the Cup Series. Today, at Dover, he drove the, what was it? Okay, he drove some, I don't know how, I don't remember it. So he drove his 32 Dodge Charger today. He changes his schemes a lot, which I like, and he makes great schemes. So he drove today. He started off pretty good in the first stage. He gradually went down and down. But third stage is really when he got into a slump. First and second stage, he did amazing. He had great finishes and everything. Really boosted him in points today. So he did a great job today for STP. He didn't win the race, and he actually got second to last in stage 3, but did pretty good in stage 1 and 2. Fusion's one of the most active drivers. Probably top 3, top 5 and most active drivers in the league. He's helped me a lot, and he's one of the most active drivers. And now, if we talk to him about D2, he's won 2 of the 4 races in Division 2. So now, we're moving on to Wienisman. Wienisman's been here since the beginning. Drives the number 42 for STP Motorsports. He was driving the STP-sponsored 42 car in the Dodge Challenger for a couple of races before they changed to the Chargers. And so, yeah. He drove the number 42 Dodge Charger today, the Jimmy John's Dodge Charger, as we can see right here. So he drove this number 42 Jimmy John's Dodge Charger today at Dover. He did really good in stage 1. And stage 2. Stage 3 is when it went all downhill and bad luck for him. He wrecked a lot. He finished last. But yeah. So he is on the cut mark for now. He needs to beat his teammate, Fusion, the 32, which we just got done talking about. So yeah. Now, the conclusion of STP Motorsports. I think STP Motorsports is the most hyped team for a reason. They have 4 active drivers that are great. We got Supreme, a great driver. Honestly, probably their best driver they have. They've got Fusion, another active driver, very good driver. Got Wienisman and Dark. They have an amazing active team. STP Motorsports is the most hyped team for a great reason. Bear Motorsports is first in STP Motorsports. Bear Motorsports is first in D1 ratings by the slightest margin. But now on to the next team, a quiet team, but actually second in wins. or tied to, I think they're tied with second with STP. That is Dynaco Racing, formerly owned by McDonald's or MC, which he was fine about 1-2 years ago. He was an amazing person. I met him. I made a league with him, but someone deleted it. And then after that, he just turned for the worst. I don't know. He's just making stupid jokes. He was a great guy. Like, even until he was even a great guy in a sim league. But, yeah, I don't know what happened. It just turned for the worst in a matter of minutes or days. So now, the team owner of Dynaco Racing is Emerald, the formal D1 driver. He retired today to become a D1 official. So he was 4th in playoff points in Division 1 until he retired. He's really the only active driver of Dynaco Racing. He formerly drove the number 2 for Dynaco Racing in the Toyota Camry. Great driver. He won the first Las Vegas race of the year when they were still Ford in the Dent Wizard car. So yeah, he won this season at the first Las Vegas event. So Dynaco Racing, I'm actually going to look right now. As you guys can see, here is Discord. Discord. You see people talking, yada yada yada. Yeah, we're not even going to look at that. So we can see Emerald, Dynaco Racing team owner. If we look at Dynaco Racing, we have NASCAR pick. He drives the number 11. Now, he actually does have a win this season. He won. Actually, I don't think he has a win. No, he doesn't. He got a close second place this year. No. Hold on. I've got to look. Okay, no, he didn't win. He has practically made one full race this year. And he got a very close second at the second race of the year at Auto Club. Auto Club Speedways, where he got a close second place to Bacon Porlo. And that takes us on to the next driver. Bacon Porlo. A team owner that used to help me to dev, but he's just in more leagues now. He hasn't been helping much, which I can't blame him. I've been taking over the majority of the league at this point, and the deving. But yes, he provides me with the majority of schemes. He actually provides me with all the schemes that are not custom made by other people. With Bacon Poila, the driver, the number 18 M&M's the 18 M&M's car for Dynaco Racing. He has won one race this season, and that was Auto Club. He won the second race of the year at Auto Club. So, what some people don't know is that he is the Season 1 champion. He beat me in the championship by half a car length. So Bacon Poila is the Season 1 Napa Autocross Cup Series champion. So enough said about him. He's a champion. He's won a race this year. On to Totally Not a Fan. I don't know if he has a number assigned yet. All we know is that he is an active cup driver. Nothing much about him. Let's look. Yep, actually, there's nobody else. Oh, wait. Oh, that's D2. So Dynaco Racing is actually a relatively empty team. Let's look at the next team, and that is tied for second, or kind of first in ratings so far. That is Go Speed Racing. Go Speed Racing is owned by Brummy. They are a Ford team. So as we can see, Go Speed Racing is one of the high up teams. They have Chris Paul. Chris Paul is second in playoff points. Chris Paul, I can't speak. Chris Paul is arguably the best driver in the league. I'd say he is the best driver in the league. He drives the 22 for Go Speed Racing, the Pennzoil 22. He has won 2 races. He was one of the 2 drivers to win more than 1 race this season, other than me. He won Kentucky Motor Speedway and the Daytona Road Course back to back. So he is second in playoff points right now. Another Go Speed Racing driver. Way down, we got Champion Roberto. Hasn't made the last race or 2, but he is a oh wait, no, that's DEI. Never mind. I saw the yellow and thought that was, yeah. We don't really have many good speed drivers besides Forza Blade Division 2. Forza Blade actually won the last race, the most controversial race in league history for the Napa Breaks Division 2 series. Barely winning off a ruling, it was controversial. It took about an hour, 45 minutes to an hour to review the finish, and he came out with the win in that number 5 Farmers Insurance Ford Mustang. Really not many other drivers as we go down the list. Yeah, not any other drivers. Now we actually don't have any other team that's mainly active. So, I will include the other teams. We have Borp Motorsports and no signed drivers. We have Premium Motorsports, no signed drivers. And Executive Racing. I don't think they have any signed drivers yet, no. So, that's pretty much my predictions. Oh, wait, I didn't do predictions on Speed or Dynaco Racing. I think they will keep all their drivers. Plain and simple, I don't think any of them are switching numbers or going anywhere. Go Speed Racing. I think Go Speed Racing will be the same way, honestly. It's kind of a hard decision, but I think Chris will stay in the 22. But, yeah, I think Chris will stay in the 22. I think Go Speed Racing is going to stay the same. Same drivers. I don't think there's going to be much off-season changes. Besides, now on to the last part of predictions. That was all D1 drivers. D2 drivers. We'll start with the Go Speed Racing. I think Go Speed Racing will bring up Forza Blade. Forza Blade is a 2-time winner in Division 2 right now. He's won 2 of the 4 races over SUV Motorsports driver Fusion. Another thing, or the next team, that is Baja Motorsports, my team. Now, do I think I'm going to bring up any drivers from Division 2? Yes. Well, it depends. It all depends on what happens with my team. With my drivers, if Aesthetic Tap doesn't really make any other races, or doesn't finish top 5 in stage or anything in the next races, I might put him on the free agency. Why? Well, because my Division 1 team is full. As much as I like Aesthetic, he's a great guy and all, but it's just he just hasn't been showing up to races too much. I'm sure it's for valid reasons. He just hasn't told me why or anything. So Aesthetic has not been showing up. So if I do put him on the free agency, and it's a tough battle between who I'll bring up. Well, let me look. We've got Turn Fearless. One of my drivers. He's been a great driver. He's a Division 2 driver for me. So I've got him, and Jeremiah. Well, Jeremiah hasn't actually made any races. I thought I had another D2 driver. Oh, it's because I got that mixed up. So it's gonna be tough, but if aesthetic if aesthetic doesn't make any more races or anything like that, I'll probably put him on the free market or the free agency and bring it up to our Fearless to Division 1 to drive the one car. That one car I really think has potential and can really make fame. Aesthetic has potential. Every aesthetic has potential, Fearless has potential in Division 1. Or what I could do is if nobody, the plan is, and I know aesthetic might watch this, so the plan is if I put aesthetic up on the free agency and bring Fearless, return Fearless up to Division 1 going into Season 3, if nobody takes aesthetic before the start of Season 3, like days before, and he's still on the free agency, nobody wants him, I will sign him to a number in Division 2. I really want aesthetic to stay in D1, but if nobody wants him, I don't want to just leave him to rot and not be able to drive in Season 3 but hot seats. So I'll take him back up and give him a D2 ride if he'd like it. That's the plan. Yeah. Next team, STP Motorsports. Now, if we look at STP Motorsports, STP Motorsports has one. Okay. STP Motorsports has one D2 driver at the moment, I believe. No, oh wait, what? Man, they're signing more people than I think. Okay, they have 3 Division 2 drivers. The 19, I don't know. 54, I don't know. If they bring up any driver between those, well, let's actually look at the points. Let's look at the Season 2 points. Ignore that. Okay, so see all the Division 2 drivers and points right here. Danny, great driver, great potential. But Fusion ended up knocking him off the track. He raged, left the league. Well, he didn't really rage, he just got mad, left the league. I really think their Division 1 is full, though. Obviously. They have about 4 drivers, I think. I don't think they have a 51 driver. Oh, yeah, they do. Wait. Dark. Supreme, that's 2. Weenus Man, 3. Oh, they do have 5. They do have 5. My bad. Yeah, the D1 team. I forgot about Manto. Let's go back. Okay, Manto is a 31. He drives a 31 for STV Motorsports. 3rd in points. STV Motorsports, again, is the most hyped team for a reason. They have some of the best drivers in the league. My predictions for STP going into Season 3. My prediction is that it's going to stay just the same. They have a amazing, probably the best matched Division 1 team in the league. I think Barry Motorsports and Dynaco are their big competitors. I'd say Go Speed Racing, but Go Speed Racing really only has one, like, D1 driver that really competes 100%, and that is Chris. Possibly the best driver in the league right now. So I think STP will stay the same. I think they'll keep all the D1 drivers and keep Denny Hamster in Division 2. Denny Hamster nearly won the first Daytona race of the year in Division 2, but Reyes took that from him by getting mad, dive bombing the whole field, or him. Went below the apron, going in and just slammed them. Felt bad for Denny Hamster there. But yeah, but STP still won that race. Fusion, running third, took the win there in that 32 Toyota Supra when it was the Supras. So Denny Hamster sadly did not win a Division 2 race yet, but he's got great potential. I think he'll win at least one race in the regular season. He's a high potential driver. He's been really good all these races. Yeah, he's been a great driver all these races. So yeah, I guess that is tonight's road racing episode. So remember to check out the description. I will have the links of our 3 main sponsors, Hurricane Racing, Firewood Racing, and the NASCAR Mountain Dew Baja Blast Cup Series. Their links for everything will be in the description below, and along with my league, Discord, and Roblox group will be in the description below. That includes the NASCAR Napa Auto Parts Cup Series, the NASCAR Coca-Cola Truck Series, and the NASCAR Brake Series. Check up on these daily. Thank you for watching the Road Racing Hub.